Hi everybody, I'm Donna Lennard and thanks for coming back to my watercolor studio. We have been busy this week. I want to give a shout out to all the people at the Quarantine Art Challenge that have been taking a look at my videos and posting their results, which I'm just loving. So feel free to do that. Ask me any questions you want. I also have a watercolor page on Facebook, Donna Lennard Watercolors, and all these videos are posted there as well. I've also started on YouTube. There's a few on there. If you just dial in Donna Lennard, I believe I come up. All right. So just to recap a little bit in case you missed one, let's see, we did Northern Lights. Then we did a lake reflection. Then we did the illusion of flowers. And we did some birch trees. And then yesterday we played with some salt. All right. So today's going to be a really quick video. We're going to do sunrise, sunset, depending on, how you look at it. And so this is going to come about pretty quick. All right, so let's get right to it. Again, I'm going to take this big brush and I'm going to get this whole page wet. Now you want it to be not too soppy, but you do want it to have enough water on there so that the paint moves around, okay? And as you're working, if you notice spots are getting dry, just grab that spray bottle and go crazy, okay? And then that'll help out a lot. Okay, my brush is right here. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this really pretty, this nice warm, this is called gamboge. We used it the other day for the flowers. And I just love this yellow. Okay, what I'm going to do with this is I'm just going to put that right on the page, right about there. All right. Now I'm going to use this really pretty red. This is called alizarin crimson, and I just love this color. Okay, and I'm going to work around this yellow. I'm going to put a little there and a little right here, a little down there. A little more up here, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to take that beautiful ultramarine blue. All right, and if you notice, I've got primary colors going on. I like working with primaries. And you'll also know working with primaries that if you mix them all together, you get something called mud. So I'm going to show you how to not make mud. This is wet, so I'm going to start with this blue up in this corner. And I'm just going to go back and forth, and I'm just filling in the white areas that I left out. Okay, and there we go. Okay, hot mess, right? All right. So now I'm going to, okay, see the mud? Yeah, when you put all those together. All right, so I'm going to clear my brush, and I'm going to just take most of the water off of it, but it's wet, And I'm sorry, I'm just going to touch that a little bit. Okay, so now what I want to do, I want this to blend real nice. So I'm going to go right at the bottom here, and I'm just using a really light touch. But because this is wet, this will work out just fine. I'm going to take the edge of this brush, I'm going to start down here in the corner, and I'm just going to go back and forth. And I'm going to go all the way to the top. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? All right, now what we can do is we can take, I'm going to stick with these colors. Try to stick with 2 or 3 colors, maybe 4 colors. If you put too many colors, it's just a little too much for the brain to figure out. All right, so I'm going to take this blue, and I'm just going to run right in there. I'm just making a little hillside. Okay. And then I'm going to take that same color. Now, if your trees are a little wet, just wait a little bit for it to dry, and then you can go back over. Not totally dry, but just so that, just to get the basic off of there. But try to not have your brush too wet when you do the trees. But plenty of color. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and I'm just going to go right here. I want you guys to be able to see what I'm doing. And I'm just popping in these trees, and I'm going up into this yellow so they kind of stand out nice. You can go back in there as long as it's wet. You can play with these trees as much as you want, but try not to cover up that pretty sun that's coming through there. All right, and there we go with today's lesson. How to make a sunrise. All right. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.